We start today in the Ainsel River depths. Now, we've been this way before, except we stopped somewhere around right here because we didn't really want to deal with all these ants. Now, I don't think we can use torrent in this one, and we sure can't. But we're going to go roll through this area, having spent the previous one going through the Siofra River well, and ending up in the deep Siofra well. I see an item back here. We'll grab that. Magic grease, and there's an ant up there. Are you going to drop down, ant? Doesn't sound like it. If you're not going to drop down, I'm not interested in fighting you. I mean, we've already got a bunch of these guys to get through, so what's the point of having to fight that many more of them? Okay. I didn't mean to get all of you guys. That was not what I was intending at all. Oh yeah, we can take these guys, no problem. I'm not worried about them at all then. I think the last time we came in here, we were trying the fan knives. It's weird how you sometimes remember the most random things. Fan dagger, fan knife, I don't know, whatever. It's a throwing knife and you throw a bunch of them out. I remember doing that. And I was kind of like, ooh, these guys are big. I don't know what to do with them. Yuck, all the things. And it really wasn't that bad. How you doing? They don't have much poise either, so we can just, if we're quick on the draw like that, we can just slap them and they'll stop swinging, basically. Which way do we want to go? I see items over here. Oh, gosh. Okay, that kind of changes things if you can spit a bunch of stuff. Forgot about that. I mean, I've never seen them before in my life. I don't know what they do. I think we want to go this way first. I don't remember, honestly. I have been through this area with my friends, so this is not 100% new to me. But it is, I don't know, I don't remember it very well, so there's that. I remembered to go this way, so there's something. Smithing Stone 3, that does remind me. I was going to start the episode in Round Table Hold, but I couldn't really find anything to do. Now, having said that, I did actually do one upgrade, and I think we might, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. We're going to do it today, not that one. We're going to use a rune arc. This is going to allow us to change our weapon. We're going to bust out the Bloodhound's Fang +5. We previously had this big old honkin' sword at a +4. We now have it at a +5. And I bet it's just going to wreck these guys. Look at that. No problem. I don't know if it's actually doing more damage than the other one was. I think maybe the twin blade was doing a little more. But we haven't used this in a little while, and I kind of want to try something different again. I enjoyed when we used this weapon, so, you know. Let's go maybe left? I don't know. I don't remember. Hi. One-shot kill. It did not know what was coming. If only every attack could be like that. Okay, let's just keep on pushing forward. This is clearly a hatchery right here, and that would be a queen. And this is one of the funnest things that I accidentally discovered. Yoink! Bye-bye, queen. Just like that. Oh, free rune arc, look at that. How convenient. We just used one. How you doing, guys? Oh. Got their attention, at least. I maybe shouldn't have done it that way. Whoa, boy. Okay. I'm just hacking and chopping like there is no tomorrow, and we have run out of stamina. Okay. Ooh, this thing made short work of everyone, I'm just saying. It does some good poise damage. I am pleased as punch with that. Oh, if this is where I think this is terrible. I don't know. This place, I don't really like this place very much. I think we might need to go back because, yeah. So technically, we're going to go this way first, just so that we don't have to do this all over again. Because I don't want to double back as much as we can. So we'll grab this item here, Smithing Stone 4, excellent. And we're going to just jump over the side here. And we'll grab Celestial Dew. Excellent. So we're going to wind our way back. And we got a bunch of these kind of digger guys, or whatever they are. Except this time around, they are not digging. Smithing stone 1. That's an interesting find, right? A smithing stone 1. So let's come over here, and there's going to be a lever somewhere that we can pull. And I think that will actually activate and bring the lift down for us. And we are going to go back up just because we're going to need to backtrack a little bit. Want to make sure we didn't miss anything. This is not going to be a good weapon against these guys. I am well aware of that. But, ooh, that actually was pretty good. Oh yeah, that's fine. What I'm looking for is something that can knock these guys back. That's my main concern. Yeah. The spinning attack on this, the running attack. Okay, let's watch out for this guy. I mean, these guys have some poise, and this is just the wrong weapon type for them. Fully aware of that. How you doing? I mean, realistically, we could probably just... Oh. Well, if you're going to do it like that, you say we could probably just get behind you and just critical you to death, and that'll be fine. So let's go back upstairs real quick. We'll be coming back down, don't you worry. We are not done with these guys. But this is going to take us back to where we were, I think. Maybe. The question is, do I remember as much as I think I remember? And let's go this way first. So this is overlooking where we just were. Like, literally, that's overlooking it. Just looking to see if there's any sort of loot or items or anything at the end here. Not looking like it. This is winding back down. There's a passageway there. Oh, I should tell you, we did upgrade our Oleg. I'm very happy about that. I didn't remember picking up a Ghost Glovewort, Grave Glovewort 4. We picked one up somewhere, and we got our Oleg upgraded. Shatter Shard arrows. Have we seen those before? I don't remember if we've seen those before. Shatter Shard arrows. Arrow whittled from animal bones tipped with a shard of crystal creates a resonating noise at the point of impact. Oh, so is that something maybe you would use as a distraction? Load up your bow with some of those, and then you can use that to draw enemies over to an area so that you can get by them? Or, you know, just pull them into maybe a dangerous area? So this is the room that we've been in before with all of the corpses that apparently the ants have dragged down into this well and have destroyed. Cat, you have a weird look about you right now. The way she's hunched over my mixer, I don't know if I can get this. Okay. I mean, she's just washing, but she had that kind of look where she was like hunched over a little bit, and I'm like, are you getting ready to barf on it? Because that would be bad. Like, I don't even know what would happen. All sorts of things would go wrong, and I just would be a very unhappy camper for multiple reasons. We're going to check right back here at the end of this tunnel since we didn't go this way before. Here's Grace. Perfect. And this is why we check. And we'll go ahead and sit. It's going to reset everything downstairs, but I don't want to have to do that run again. That was kind of terrible. So let's go downstairs now. Meet you down there. So we started to go through this area before the Palace Ruins. And I do see an item over here. And I'm just reminded as I'm looking on the left-hand side of the screen. Bloodhound's Finesse. I don't think I've really messed with whatever this weapon does. So let's experiment. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I want to try that again. Ow. Okay. I wanted to see if there was anything more you could do, like can you follow it up with another attack? I mean, I could just read the skill description, and that would probably answer the question, but, you know. Okay, let's go ahead and maybe turn off our auto-targeting here. And we'll turn it on for this guy, because I wanted to use him to heal up a little bit. I mean, the flail would probably be really good here, except we really need more stones. Oh, ran out of stamina, my bad. Oh, that guy has a bola. Ooh, yeah. Don't hit me with that. No thanks. Let's go ahead and get a nice critical on you for some free healing. And that guy over there, you're just kind of standing around like you don't want anything to do with anything. Which I don't blame you, I don't really either. Ow. Okay, we're just going to have a poise fight. Got it. Eh. I mean, there are so many of these guys, and we really don't need to be fighting them. But at the same time, they are worth some free runes. Well, they're not free, but they are worth some runes. And there's an item over here anyway. Golden Rune 2. And there's still a glove ward over here. And let's go ahead and get a critical on this guy for some free health. Oops, my bad. Okay, where is that glove wart? Right there. That's only one. Ow. Get some health off of him. I mean, that works okay for me, I don't mind. Use our iframes there. Oh yeah, look at that. I was just trying a heavy attack after that just to see what would happen. Okay, so the light attack doesn't do anything, but the heavy attack, there's definitely a follow-through. Ooh, that bola dude. I had to watch the time on that. He was winding up for so long, I was just confused, like, are you ever actually going to throw it? And then he did throw it, and I wasn't really ready for it. Go figure. Yeah, that, the ash on this weapon. Look at that. Boink. Oh, that is good. Ah! My face. The way these dudes roll around, I'm sure I've said it before, but they remind me of the skeletons in Demon Souls. You go to the third, fourth world, I don't know, whichever the lightning world is, I think is what it is, something like that. Yeah, the skeletons roll around. They come running at you. I think we've seen that with other skeletons in this game. But anytime I see that roll, that's what I think of. Wow, that was completely unnecessary, and you're welcome. Let's go make sure we didn't miss anything on the backside over here. Does not look like it. And then we're gonna go just kind of clean out what's going on in here. How you doing? Yeah, these guys are very stabby. But that's alright, we can be very choppy. So let's go poke our head out right here, but let's also stop. Let's take a look at this thing. Oh, gosh. That just looks awful. Okay, that thing's very large. And there are a lot of dead bodies down there. Like, a lot of dead bodies. Okay. I know I'm going to jump backwards, and that's fine. So there's some dudes around over there. I think the way we're going to do this, I think we're going to end up having to backtrack a couple of times just to get all of the items because, you know, big bad enemy up there and all. Let's go around this way. We're going to go around the side. And we didn't really look, but if you look over on this side, you can see there is a little bit of a path. It's not a big path, but it is a path. It does count. And once you get around the rocks and over the rocks, it starts to open up a little bit. Okay, this is where things get interesting. That thing is still over there. And we've got a bunch of dudes around and about. And if we start approaching, bad things are going to happen to us. Let's get behind this pillar. Ow. I didn't think we were going to get hit right there. My bad. get over here. Ow, 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 ow. I was trying to get behind this outcropping right here. It's not really an outcropping, but you know what I mean. And run, run, run! Pillar! Protect me, pillar! I wonder, can we hit this guy from where we are? Nope. Let us run away and then dive to the side. Okay, so, this thing. Oh, gosh. This is where having magic or something would really be handy. It's gonna take a minute. That should do it. I don't know what the crap that thing is, and I hate it. Just straight up. Do not like that thing. It's also a pain in the butt to fight because, you know, we're primarily melee here, and it just has such extreme range, and then it's just throwing rock after rock after rock at you. Like, there's really not much you can do about it. It's just brutal. And then we cannot go back the way we came. So this is where I say we're going to end up having to do a little backtracking here. I did see a ledge over here. We're going to drop down to this one. And we should be okay dropping down over here. And then I do see an item over there. We're going to drop down again. So here, let's go ahead and do that. Smithing stone 3. Excellent. And then it looks like there's an area under here. I think maybe there's a purple item we're seeing. And we're just seeing the tip of it. Oh, and there's a merchant. Excellent. A map of the Ainsel River. Let's take a look at that. So this is the area we're in, and we now have a little bit of it. I mean, I don't know, none of this really helps. But we have a map. We have a map. Let's see what we're going to buy from you. Yes.
Well,
What you got, sir? Oh, you've got the Thaw Frost boluses and Stimulating boluses. Sure, we'll buy the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 16. And the Perfumer's Cookbook 4. Sure, we'll buy that. The rest of the stuff doesn't really look like anything we're particularly interested in. Prisoner's Clothing, if we want to do some prisoner cosplay. Gravity Stones and Chunks, I don't think we're really into that stuff. And Lost Ashes of War. Haven't really found any ashes that I want to duplicate, and I think we already have one anyway. We have a Lost Ash of War, so I mean, it's one of those things, if we really need more, I'll just have to remember that we can get them here, and if not, you know, whatever. It's not that big a deal. I can go wiki it and find where we can get some more. It's not the end of the world. Trying to get rid of that guy before he gets his bubbles out, but not so much. Golden Rune 3, we'll take that. I don't know who I was going to hit. I was going to hit someone, though. Oh, watch out for the bubbles. The bubbles are about to burst. I'm about to get stabbed to crap. I just don't really have a good way to fight these guys, I don't think. At least I don't have the right weapon for them. I mean, it works when you do that, but it's not great. And this guy, how you doing? Let's get some free health off of you. Ow. That must have been a bolo that hit and really, really hit. And that gets rid of 2 of them. And we're making progress here. It's not great, but we are making progress. I do not want to die. Ow. Just trying to clean up these guys that I know are hurt. It's kind of the thing, is like I know a bunch of them are injured. Just a matter of, you know, taking care of them. There we go. You, how you doing? I mean, if you're going to be like that, then we'll just get some free healing, and it's fine. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate you. Don't really want to be killing all these guys, but at the same time, when they're just dropping a bunch of spells and stuff like that, it's kind of hard to just go explore and be left alone, right? Silver Firefly seems like an interesting thing that they drop. Shield grease. I don't remember. Have we found shield grease? I cannot remember if we have. Another firefly. Don't want to fall down just yet. So let's go back this way. I just saw something up on this ledge right here. Golden centipede. Okay. And then these guys are just chilling. Yeah, that was pretty good right there. And we've got some gloveworts and other things down there, so we'll just go ahead and go down now. That's fine. So fireflies, ghost glovewort. Let's kind of wander over here. There's nothing in this waterfall. I think we do still need to go back one more time. Golden Rune 3. So let's go reset. So this is the side we came out on originally. Before we go jump into other places, we'll just pick up all the stuff over here first. Smithing Stone 1. I mean, I'm not upset with that. I'll be honest, I would prefer a... shoot, what are we needing now? 6s, I think? 5s or 6. I would prefer one of those. I mean, obviously, I'd prefer one that we can use to apply to our current weapon. And when I say current weapon, I mean not this one. But still, I'm not unhappy with that. I mean, we're going to have to buy him later, so that just saves 200 runes, basically. There's an item back here if we run and jump over here. Smithing Stone 3. There we go. It's a little closer to what we're looking for, I think. And then I did not mean to fall. It's great. I feel like if you're to go through this series... Oh, that guy has shiny eyes. And look at the number of deaths and the types of deaths. It's probably just as many deaths as a result of jumping as losing a fight, and that's, I don't know, that's kind of pathetic, but it is what it is. Ow, thanks for that. Okay, I don't want to be stabbed like that. That just looks uncomfortable. So, picking up where we were, there were a couple more items here, because remember we saw the staircase early on. Furl Calling Finger Remedy, Magic Grease, Golden Rune, and some throwing daggers that are just going to go to storage. Pretty sure we've cleaned up everything else over there. If not, you can tell me. So we'll just keep going on down the side of the river here. Or the side of that room, I guess. And if I'm not mistaken, I can see some light up here, so we should probably inspect that. And look at that, we got ourselves a grace. We are going to touch this grace. And we are going to sit at this grace because we can level up. We're going to go ahead and put a point into strength, and we're going to start moving that upward to 15. That'll be the goal, because once we get that to 15, then the scar seal that we're using will be sufficient for allowing us to use the sword without having to use the rune. Because at some point, we might end up switching to another rune. I mean, I don't know, we might not. I don't know. that is kind of a remains to be seen. We have not seen all the runes yet. There might be one that's more beneficial to this one, or than this one. I don't know. Got a rock and immunizing horn charm. We'll take a look at that in just a second. And let's just make sure we're not missing anything else over here. There we go. A smithing stone 2. We'll come back to that area in just a second because we're going to go through this awful area first. And I'm going to have nothing but deep regrets. Immunizing horn charm, an accoutrement worn by the ancestral followers, raises immunity which governs resistance to poison and rot. Said to be a budding horn, the ancestral followers believe that the horns of a long-lived beast continue to bud like antlers, over and over again until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. So, let's do this one. We're going to put on the one that governs resistance to the effects of death, and you will understand why in a second, because this is like one of the worst things ever. Oh, holy crap, dude. This is so much easier when you're not playing with 2 other people and making these things have like a bajillion health. That was so much better. Yep. That field right there is basically death. Just in case you were wondering. I mean, that's what the icon... gosh. That's what the icon says. Let's try to get over him. You know what? You suck. Oh. Okay. I was going to just hit him with a kukri and call it good. But no. You had to go and dodge. These guys are fast. They just leave this death blight, everywhere. I'm not a fan. I don't know that we really needed that charm. It just sounded like a good idea. That's all. Ah! Ceiling! The ceiling is conspiring against us. Soap. Yes, please. We'll take all the soaps we can get. And we've got some Aeonian butterflies up here. I'm trying not to fall off this ledge just in case you're wondering what in the crap I'm doing. A somber smithing stone 3, and that area down there looks very, very rot-like to me. Looks like a doorway down there. And I can't really see what else is down there. Okay, let's go back the way we came. And let's make sure all these guys are dead. I think maybe what I want to do is switch to a different seal at this point. And we're going to do this guy. We're going to do the turtle talisman because that's going to increase our regeneration of stamina. I don't think we need the critical healing right now. I know that one was kind of fun to use, but I don't necessarily want to stick with that one for any real permanence or anything. It was just kind of like, let's mess with something different for a little while. I mean, I suppose we could use the one that recovers FP. That might be a kind of fun one to use. Alright, you need to stop moving. Do a bunch of criticals, get FP back, and then, you know, spam the crap out of Bloodhound's Finesse, I guess. I don't know. Or Hoarfrost Stomp, whatever you want to use. Didn't try doing this earlier, but I guess you cannot break these eggs. Those are good eggs. Don't break them. Looks like we got two different ways to go here. I mean, it seemed like the way we want to go is this way, based on trying to get down to that area. Got ourselves 3 melted mushrooms. I think we already have a bunch of those from running around in the Siofra River. I was about to say the Ainsel. No, we're in the Ainsel. The Ainsel? I'm not sure. But yeah, we have a bunch of those from the Siofra. Now, that looks like maybe it might not be a real wall, but it is. Okay. Good to know. Let's keep on going down here then. Oh yeah. This looks interesting dead ahead. Let us stomp before we get into this room. Let's take a look at what we are dealing with or about to walk into. This looks like a bunch of skeletal remains. They're sort of like, almost like mummified or something without the wrappings. And they're all like kind of looking up. at... Ah, crap. Okay. I mean, that kind of looks like one of those dragonkin guys to me. Yeah, okay. I guess. Let's do this. I mean, you know, we know. This is most definitely going to be a boss fight, right? It has to be. So this is not the room we were looking at before, because this water is clean. We were looking at a room that looked like it was just covered in rot. Like literally what the game calls rot. Okay, so we're not fighting that guy, but we do have a dragonkin. Dragonkin soldier of Noxtella. Now I remember we're looking for Noxtella. How you doing? Have you met my upgraded Oleg? Have you met my upgraded Bloodhound thing? Ow, I have not. We gotta move! Holy crap-a-doodle. No. Nope, don't use this one either. Crap, 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 gonna die, gonna die. Just trying to get that out. Oh my gosh. This game runs like crap as soon as you do a bunch of these types of effects. Fire, lightning, etc. Ice. The game just runs like utter garbage. It's great. Oh my gosh, look at that. Ow, don't hit me. I didn't mean it. 1, 2. Oh, come on. Hit his knee or his thigh or something. I don't really care. I did not mean to use the grease, but frozen lightning spear. Yes, please. Oleg, buddy. Good job, as always. I do appreciate you. It was fine fighting with you. When I say fine, I mean fine in the finest sense. I do enjoy fighting with Oleg. He's a good chap. This is a very fancy chest here. Ooh, and it's got a golden item. Great Ghost Glovewort. Okay, we got two things to look at here. Let's look first at our incantations, because that's where you're going to find Frozen Lightning Spear. Incantation that channels the power of the Dragonkin soldiers. Creates a spear of ice lightning and stabs it into the ground from above. On impact, the spear will burst into trails of lightning, advancing forwards. The Dragonkin were born in the Eternal City where they knew no true sky nor true lightning. Instead, ice lightning was their weapon. Yeah, that requires a bunch of faith that we don't have. We could actually use that one. That's interesting. You know, I have been giving some thought for pretty much most of the playthrough to whether we should ever use incantations or sorceries. I mean, there's nothing that says we can't. I've primarily been doing a dex-heavy build, but that doesn't mean that we can't use one. What did we get here? The Great Ghost Glovewort. White flower that blooms in catacombs. A spirit nestles close to this grand specimen. Strengthens renowned ashes to 10. Renowned ashes to 10. Since times of old, large gloveworts were used to comfort heroic spirits, given in tribute to those who died the most glorious of deaths in the hopes their stories would become legend. So we're not even close to getting Oleg up to plus 10, and yet there's an item that will get him up to plus 10. Dang. Like, that's super interesting to me that we get this item right here, because this is not a difficult area, not by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, not for where we currently are in the game. I mean, to be a little more precise, right? We're in a spot where this is really not that big a deal. We basically just plowed through these guys, and, you know, if not for someone falling like an idiot, we would have been completely and utterly fine. As is, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I don't think we really have any upgrades to use, so now I gotta figure out where we go next, because I think we're done here. So I thought I'd see if Ronnie has anything to say, but she's still asleep, so I guess we'll talk to Celadus.
No time for idle chit. The only thing I will hear are we, and I have enough.
Let's ask about Nokron then.
Well, you're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
So we've got a letter from him.
I've no time for the only thing I... Are we understood? I have
Okay.
enough.
I want to take a look at the letter right quick. That's very interesting to me. Let's see, what are we looking at? I guess it's not in here. Must be in these guys. Where's the letter of introduction? I don't know where that is. I guess it was in the key items. It had to have been, right? Not that one. I already forgot what it looked like. I still can't find Bach. Alright, well, yeah, I'm confused. I don't know where it is. That one? There we go. Jeez. Scroll bearing royal coat of arms, letter of introduction written by Preceptor Celibus, addressed to a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin. The contents of the scroll cannot be discerned. So we know where Selin is, except we also know where Selin is. There's two Selins, and we don't really know which one is which, but this is one of them. So we'll see what she has to say over here.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson? Well, well. Celibus is not a name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Carian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny.
Wow. Let's go ahead and give her... I guess we'll give her the scrolls we have.
Is that a scroll? Very well. I'll be sure to never lose that.
Give her that one and give her that
I'll
one.
be sure to never
And
lose.
just because I'm curious, we'll see what we can get from her now. So I think some of these we already had. I'm not really going to worry about going into all of these different things. I mean, it's fine. We're not really doing magic build. And again, you know, I've given some thought to, you know, should we not? Does it really matter? I don't know. And ultimately, I think I've kind of landed on, I'm probably not going to spend much time doing the magic thing. I mean, we might a little bit, but probably not too much. I think maybe like buffs or that sort of thing, but I don't really have much interest in doing other stuff. And I'm just kind of looking for where we want to go. I guess we got to go to Caelid now, because I think we've kind of done everything else. So if I'm not mistaken, we got to go to Caelid, and I don't know, do we have any death root? Let's see what we have in inventory. I think that would be under key items, maybe. If we have any death root, we can go see whatever that dude's name is. I can't think of his name. The guy we got the beast eye from. And if not, well, whatever. Let me poke around on the map for a second. So we're kind of in eastern Limgrave. We just went through the area where we fought the Tibia Mariner like a bajillion years ago. I thought, well, I'm surprised we don't have this grace over here, so let's head on over to what looks to be a church. Along with where there's a big sword over here, and we can get a little piece of lore about battles and people lost and all of that sort of stuff. So we'll just hop off here. Oh, maybe not? Okay, wrong side. Lord Godfrey, at last at the end of his campaign, his golden armies unvanquished and unbowed, yet finds grace lost, tattered, and faded. So I'm pretty sure we have not been over here yet. And we're going to find out right quick if we have. Because you would know in a hurry if we've been over here. The Smoldering Church, where there is a couple of bodies and we're being invaded by Anastasia, Tarnished Eater. I mean, I'm guessing that's a literal, like, eats Tarnished, but she's about to heal. And apparently that's all it takes is 3 jump attacks, because curved greatswords are designed for jump attacks. The Sacred Scorpion Charm. Sacred Scorpion Charm. Let's take a look at that. Sacred Scorpion Charm. Where would you be if you were that? Raises holy attack power but lowers damage negation. A talisman carried by assassins who strike unseen. Patterned on a scorpion, freshly shed of its exoskeleton. Its claws seizing a heart with a blessed glow. That sounds kind of vicious. Let's go ahead and grab whatever we have here. Cookbook 14 and Missionaries Cookbook 3. So Nomadic 14 and Missionary 3. Let's see what we got. Nomadic 14 is the Poison Pot, Roped Poison Pot, and Poison Bone Dart. That sounds like we should probably experiment with those a little. And Missionaries Cookbook 3 is the Silver Pickled Foulfoot. If you're ever looking for rune arcs, that is one of the things you want to use. Excellent. All right, so now we finally have a grace over here in this part of the world, which is great because I think what we're probably going to do on the next one is start pushing into Caelid, which I've kind of been looking forward to this for a while, and I've kind of not. And that right there, that tree, is probably our first destination, and I might end up having regrets about that. We'll find out, but we've got to start pushing into harder areas of the map because we've cleaned up the easier ones pretty well. It's very possible, I should say, it's very possible that I have missed some things along the way. Different catacombs, dungeons, etc. If you know of any, please let me know. I don't mind. I mean, I'm trying to do a spoiler-free playthrough, but at this point, I'm kind of considering those areas done. So if there is something that I have missed in this playthrough, I'm saying I missed, and not you, not we, that I have missed, go ahead and let me know. And we'll take a look at it. And it'll probably be a minute because I record these in advance, but just the same, that's the way we're going to go next time around, I think. So for right now, catch you in the next one. Till then, thanks for watching. I'm going to go grab the string over here and get wrecked. See you later.